Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of February from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the fire sign of our lovely lions, Leo. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch this video, and always a note of appreciation for all that you do in support of this channel. Your likes, shares, subscribes, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings, always greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so this reading is for Leo for the first 2 weeks of February 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo. It's relevant if you're watching for a Leo. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs for any additional insight, and if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that email address also by clicking on the description link. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I'd be happy to hear from you, so email me if you're interested. Okay, Leo, the lion. Let's see what the first 2 weeks of February look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay, Leo. I think Aries got this too. We begin with the Nine of Swords, the card I dislike the most in the tarot. Stress, worry, fear, anxiety, insomnia. Your brain chewing, your deep-seated fear is kind of hijacking your rational mind. You know, fear of an unknown future. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? Dwelling on it obsessively over and over and over again, and typically negatively, like the worst possible outcome, until it becomes this enormous black cloud in your head that doesn't even match the external reality of the situation. And it's not that the source of your concern isn't valid, but this is like building it up way too much, dwelling on it way too much. So cut that in half. Nine of Swords with Judgment. Crossroads, a choice. Perhaps you're waiting for a decision, waiting on a decision. It might be a legal situation. Maybe waiting on a decision in some other way. It may be that you need to make a choice, and this choice could potentially be a game changer, a life path changer, whether you're waiting for it or whether you're trying to figure out if the decision is yours, what to do. Stress about that. Stress about the outcome. Next we have Faith. In other decks, this is the Hierophant card. But here it literally represents having faith, having more faith, having faith that no matter what happens, it's always going to ultimately be in your own best interest, because God, Spirit, Angels, and Guides love you, right? It can represent institutions, conventions, the conventional norm. But it's about having path in something that's tried and true and established. With the Chariot, success on a pretty difficult, challenging path, but success nonetheless. This combination of cards, Faith and the Chariot, this is like, wow, Faith, the Chariot, Judgment. Pretty profound energy. It must be a pretty important thing going on for you right now. Faith in the Chariot is like literally having faith that things are going to work out in your own best interest in the end, no matter what the path looks like, no matter how hard it is, that it's going to be okay. It's like, it's interesting because, I do general readings every 2 weeks. So, we're only looking at a short period of time, a 2-week period of time. But here it looks like you switch from one to the other pretty quickly. This is like all the stress and anxiety, but you're trying to have faith, right? And then next we have, the sun. Light, love, warmth, laughter, the pressure being uplifted. The sun is like, morning after night, spring after winter, health after illness, peace after despair. I mean, this is like, the sun illuminates everything. And the other thing too that I like about the sun, when the sun card comes out in a tarot spread, just like when the regular sun comes out, it affects everything, right? It shines over everything and affects everything, typically in a positive way. When the sun comes out in a tarot spread, it affects the cards surrounding it too. It can act as a positive boost. It can also act as a lessener to more challenging cards like that Nine of Swords. So the sun comes in, it illuminates, it clarifies, it brings life, love, warmth, laughter. It lifts up heavy energies. with justice, things working out. In the upright position, there is an implication that things working out in your favor, contracts, negotiations, decisions. I mean, we do have judgment and justice both. Holy cow, I just realized you've got 6 cards showing here, and 5 of them are major arcana. So whatever this is, it's pretty significant, pretty profound. Things are going to work out in a fair and just and equitable way, and there's a strong indication here that you're going to be so relieved, and it's going to work out actually better than you thought. And it's interesting because some of the earlier readings I did for, was it air sign or earth? I don't remember. It wasn't in your elemental sign, but were kind of similar too. It's like really afraid that the worst is going to happen in a situation, but it ends up working out so much better than you think, so much better than you could have imagined. And that's exactly what I'm getting here. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and guidance for the overall energy and focus for the first 2 weeks is the devil. This is toxic. Well, it's obsessive energy, whether it's toxic or not. It's obsessive energy over, just dwelling on something, giving something so much energy, which again is that 9 of Swords. It could be that you spend, at least, the 3rd week of the month or the middle of the month kind of just obsessively worried that, everything's going to fall apart in this situation. But, I mean, it ends with the sun and justice. This is, like, beautiful. I'm going to take a look at the next couple of cards that would have come after that and see. The 4 of Wands, happy home, unexpected blessings and surprises. 9 of Cups, abundance, wish fulfillment. Whatever this is that you're so stressed out about, because it could be a variety of things. Judgment and justice, it could be a legal situation, maybe a tax situation, money, any kind of situation, really. It's going to work out so much better than you think. It's like you're imagining the worst, but that's not going to happen here. Let's see. Let's clarify the devil. But I think I feel like the devil is pretty much here, the same as the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is with judgment, stressed, anxious, worried about, a future outcome that you can't see and you're stressed about it. What's the decision going to be? What's the outcome going to be? What decision do I make if you have the control over that? I feel it's kind of similar here, but let's clarify the devil anyway. Judgment again. Judgment twice. Yeah, obsessive focus on that. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. You're afraid that, I don't know, some of you may be afraid that you're going to lose a bunch of money, or, that it's going to negatively or adversely affect your home, your family, your financial background. For some of you, I mean, it might be a legal criminal situation where you're afraid you might have to do some jail time or something like that. This could also be somebody close to you that you're worried about too. But it's like you're fearing the worst here. Clarify the 9 of Swords. Actually, I don't need to clarify. Let's clarify judgment. The devil and the fool. It's the same thing. It's obsessively worried about what's going to happen, not knowing, the unknown. Feeling like you're going to step off a cliff into nothingness. Wow, so much fear and anxiety. But then here we have faith in the Chariot. Clarify faith. Feels like something may happen here to ease your fears a bit. The 4 of Cups, an offer being extended to you. The 3 of Pentacles, compromise, negotiation, teamwork, collaboration. So this is an offer of help, or this is another person or a small group of people that are kind of working together to kind of help you, and that's what's giving you faith. Or they're making an offer to come in and help you in some way. Clarify the Chariot. So it's giving you faith that no matter how difficult the road ahead is, that you can make it, that you can, that this will work out all right. The Chariot. The Chariot. Chariot is clarified by the Chariot. The 5 of Cups. Loss, regret, grief, but not all is lost. Yeah, here it appears that there is someone or someone's extending maybe an offer to help or an offer to help you get through this or work through this somehow. So it's giving you faith that you're going to be able to make it through and that not everything is going to be lost, right? The sun and justice. Okay, let's clarify the sun. This is like it works out in a way you couldn't have imagined. The Page of Cups, the Three of Cups, messages, celebration, friends, community, justice, clarified justice. I'm curious as to know what this is. I mean, it could be a variety of things. There is a lot of, I mean, for some of you, justice is clarified by justice. But also the Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability and security, inheritance. You know, again, some of you, because we have justice twice, we have judgment twice. It might be a legal situation. It may have something to do with money, home, property. It could be a criminal issue for some of you. It's like fearing the worst, fearing it's going to break things up or just take so much away from you, home, family, whatever that means to you. But then there's some kind of assistance or resources being offered here. And then it works out, again, so much better than you could have imagined, you know. And not only that, but there's all kind of a sense of abundance here too. Like, it's going to be fair and equitable, but what that actually is going to work out to be is, you know, brings celebration and the sun, energy of the sun. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. So this original energy of the Nine of Swords and the Devil and all of that, I know we can only manage our emotions to a certain point, right? And still, you know, we still feel this energy, but it doesn't have to be this much energy, this Nine of Swords. You can cut that down a few notches, okay? So I'm going to end by pulling, I don't know, any final messages, guidance, advice, any final messages from Spirit for Leo for the first 2 weeks of February. The Nine of Swords, the Tower, the Sun again. Stop feeling like everything's going to fall apart. The world as you know it's going to end. Life says you know it's going to end because the sun is coming. The energy of the sun, light, love, warmth, laughter. This pressure, this enormous pressure and stress is going to be lifted up and relieved. So in the meantime, stop fearing like, you know, like Chicken Little running around. Is anybody old enough to remember that old tale? Chicken Little running around going, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Yeah, like everything is going to end. Don't. Energy of the sun is coming. What a beautiful, positive reading. It's just too much stress, anxiety, and worry about an unknown future, which isn't going to change the future at all. It's just going to cost you a lot of energy, right? Okay, Leo, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of February. I hope they were helpful to you and hopeful to you. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you and delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the February mid-month readings. So until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.